Okay, I'm sure everyone has seen the movie Princess Bride, and if you haven't, well, it's really good because you have to go see it. But I'm sure a lot of quotes have just popped into your head of things that you probably say with your friends or whatever, because I just watched the movie last week, and my friends, we can't stop quoting it. So today I'm going to talk about a quote from Inigo Montoya. He says, "Let me explain. No, it's too complicated. Let me sum up." And I have 3 people in my life that could really use this quote, because I know I can, because I'm one of them. And then my aunt is one, and my best friend. So I have a problem of when I tell stories, I'll talk for days. For like the details down to the day and down to the date, it's really annoying to people. But for me, it's just really important to tell those stupid details, so I do. And all my friends are always just like, just tell us the basics of what the story is. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, it was on Wednesday at 3 o'clock, I was wearing these shoes, it was great, and like, they're just like, what? Like, it's totally pointless, but for me, it's really important. And the second person is my aunt, who we are pretty much the same person. It's really scary. And her husband, who just passed away, he'd always tell her 10 words or less. Tell me what it is in 10 words or less. She's like, no, you don't understand. Like, she's exactly the same way. So he would always tell that to me too, like 10 words or less, what's the story? I'm like, no, like you don't get it. So there's me and my aunt, and then the third person is my best friend, and she is just the most extravagant person in the world. To prom, she wore a sparkle dress, like it was just crazy. So when she tells stories, she's the exact same way. She's just like extravagant with like arms waving and everything. It's really weird. And so the 3 people obviously are women, and I think we all like to tell details because guys just want to hear the basics. So I tell a lot of detail, my aunt does, and my best friend does too. So I wish I could live by Inigo Montoya's words of just sum it up, but I don't think I can. So thank you.
Doing jumping. You're just gonna let him sit inside. Get out. You can stay outside. Go. Somebody's trying to turn on.
All right, well, the reference to the movie is okay, although we had 3 or 4 other quotes that also are from the movie, and if everybody made the same reference, it would be a little bit problematic, but nobody else has yet. We'll see what Armando does. The thesis statement was fine. There's a preview, so it's okay. The content, I thought, despite all evidence to the contrary, you did a pretty good job summing up and not getting too involved in the details, and you talked about the material in the order in which you said you were going to talk about it. There was enough information there to get the point that you're discussing with us. I did think that you were rushing a little bit. Your voice projects well. There's a lot of inflection and variety in it, but it's a little fast-paced, and I think you could slow down a little bit. That's your anxiety coming out. The other place your anxiety comes out, although I think you use a lot of good indicators while you're speaking, there are also some nervous hand-grasping thing. I mentioned before somebody else was washing their hands, and you're kind of doing a couple of the same sorts of things. And so that just looks a little bit anxious. Your eye contact with the audience was pretty solid. Sometimes the body movement, I know that you are being enthusiastic, that works. Sometimes it seems a little excessive. I'm not sure whether to ding you for the hat or compliment you on it. You know, generally I think it's a bad idea to wear a hat indoors, but it's kind of jaunty and fun, so I guess it's sort of stylish today, so I don't know. Yeah, sort of cool. All right. Now we got to get. Did I call him Armando? Adrian.
Yeah,
Adrian.
Yeah.
Adrian. I'm sorry.
I was like, I thought his name was Adrian the first time.
Now you're